Dana at 3 Acre Homestead. Welcome to our homestead. Today we've got two projects we're going. This is my daughter Keely. She wants me to teach her how to make homemade mayonnaise. So we're going to start the video doing that. I'll make a batch and then I'm going to let her make a batch. So see one, do one, learn it. I have a recipe on the back of my cabinet door that I'm using. I don't remember where I got it. And it's super easy to make. Very fresh. I am trying to use up eggs. I made 8 pies Monday, Memorial Day. 4 custard pies and 4 lemon chess pies. Richard already took his 4 to his work for people to eat, and Keely's are in the refrigerator. She's going to take them to her work. Just a way to reuse up eggs. That recipe, or those pies, used up 32 eggs. They are running out of our ears around here. So anyhow, I have some mayonnaise that I made up a while ago that I used olive oil. This time I'm going to try it with avocado oil. We're going to kind of see the difference in the flavors. I've not made it with avocado oil. So first what you do is you get your egg and you just plop it in
the whole egg?
Yep, the whole egg. Now this is a raw egg recipe. If that grosses you out,
thank you.
Just know that's what mayonnaise is. This will not have preservatives in it because you don't need them. And then we need, let me see, I've got to read my a 3/4 cup oil. So we're going to do that. And then,
am I doing it the avocado oil too?
if you want, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll try the avocado oil.
Okay. Here I got to use
yeah.
3/4 cup. Mess. So 3/4 cup oil, 1 raw egg. Now while this kind of sits and settles down a little bit, we'll be adding the rest of the ingredients. It's a teaspoon of mustard. I prefer stone ground. And what did I say? A teaspoon.
I'll try the same way you do. Or should I try no. Yeah, I'll do the other one.
I suppose you could leave out the mustard, just the recipe that I had it in there, and I think it's pretty good.
Okay, well that's not screwing up.
And I got these narrow spoons because they fit into the narrow lids, whichever one you want.
Is it okay if I put it in there?
Yeah.
Let me shake it first.
Okay, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
We're trying to copy old Mr. Hellman.
Yes. Hellman's is my favorite.
We're not Miracle Whippers.
No. My husband is. Richard loves Miracle Whip. I think it's gross.
I'm using my finger.
That's okay, it's yours.
Yep.
2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I just buy that kind. Keely, to yours, you need to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be kind of lemony.
Oopsie.
And then a teaspoon of vinegar. Can you see that? That's a 4 teaspoon.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sight impaired, so sometimes I have to ask for clarification. And then how much of the lemon juice?
2 of that, except I added too much.
2 teaspoons?
Yeah.
Still getting all mustardy.
Where'd the lid go to this one? Nope.
Oh, maybe I was putting on the avocado oil. That's why it wasn't going. Mine might be a little lemony too.
A little carried away there.
I'm not sure.
And then a teaspoon of vinegar. So we've got to wash up our hands a little bit.
I'll just wipe them. It's just mustard. And a teaspoon of vinegar. Apple cider vinegar?
I use apple cider vinegar. That's a good question, Keely. You can use regular vinegar. I just like the health benefits of the apple cider vinegar better. Now, to get this to make it emulsify, you get your stick blender and just plop that thing down in the very bottom of your jar. And I let it sit for a minute. And don't move it. No, you can't see. Yeah, you set it all the way to the bottom and don't move it till it starts to emulsify. And that is homemade mustard.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, excuse me.
We did use mustard.
Yes. Homemade mayonnaise. It's all emulsified beautifully. And now I'm going to let Keely do it. But the biggest key to it is to just put this emulsion blender to the bottom and leave it there until it really starts to emulsify. And then once it's mostly emulsified, you can just pull it up slowly.
Just run it?
Yep. Yeah, looks good. So I made this mustard. It's almost out. A little over mayonnaise. What's in my head? A little over a week ago. So I want to do a taste comparison with
you got
the olive oil one versus the avocado oil. I think I like the avocado much better.
I feel like the apple cider vinegar is strong in mine.
Is that?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to counter that. But it does taste good. I like the avocado flavor better.
Yeah, I do too. Avocado's the winner for the oil for our taste.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go. Homemade mayonnaise. Okay, we're going to clean this up, and then I think I forgot to tell you what our second project today is, and that we're going to make spaghetti noodles, pasta. Mm-hmm. So we will see you in a moment. Okay, we got that mayonnaise in the refrigerator, and so we're here at the kitchen table now, and we're going to make those spaghetti noodles. So I have a pasta maker here. It is by a chef pasta maker. I bought it a long time ago, and I've never used it. So this is new to me. Keely, you've made pasta in the past.
When I was very little.
Very young?
Yeah, like 9 years old, so I still knew. New technique.
Yes, and I love teaching myself new things. So what I've followed the instructions, the recipe that was in the pasta maker book since it's our first time, not trying to get special, but it was 1 pound of flour to 5 eggs. Now, again, remember the inspiration for making our homemade pasta is to use up eggs. We just got to use 2 eggs. Like I said, I used 32 with the pies. Now we're going to make 2 batches, and that took up 10 eggs. So we are running
using the
eggs. So I already pre-measured this with the weight, and you just put a well according to the instructions in your flour. This is just an all-purpose, nothing special flour. I know there are special types of flour, semolina for pasta.
Oh, I don't know.
I think so. But I'm just using all-purpose. Maybe I'll get fancier in the future.
Yeah, we can try other ones.
It makes sense to me when using eggs just to beat these up a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. These are homegrown eggs.
No, Eddie.
And
my dog loves eggs, so you might hear him.
The beautiful orange color of them, that's because these birds get to free range, eat wild seeds and weeds and grass and bugs. So it just gives the yolk a more brilliant color. And it also,
they're fresh.
They're fresh, and they provide you the egg with more of the all the
protein,
vitamins and that eggs have, the fat.
the nutrients, all that stuff.
So then, I know some people make this right on their table. I have washed this surface down.
So we pour it in our well.
Yeah, and then the instructions just, we're going to go in with our fingers in a minute, but I'm just going to go with my fork first. That's what the instructions said. And incorporate this flour and egg, yes. The other reason I chose this recipe is because the ones I looked up last night said to use like 2 eggs or just 2 egg yolks. Well, I'm in the business of using up all eggs. I have so many freeze-dried down in the basement already, so I just don't feel I need to do that anymore. So we're just mixing this up.
Keeping it in the middle, kind of.
Oh, I'm not doing as good a job at that.
I don't know why. I think it just lets it incorporate slower as you mix, I think was the logic.
I don't know.
There's got to be a reason with the noodle people.
So if you know the answer to that question, Keely's question, why does it have to be in the middle of the flour?
Instead of just like a big batch like you'd make cookies or something.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a reason.
It's not supposed to stick to your hands.
I'm going a lot slower on my mixing.
I think the kids would have fun making this.
Oh, for sure.
Eliana, she likes
Cracking the eggs,
Mhm.
all of it.
Yeah, I went ahead and measured and cracked without you guys because I figure you know how to crack eggs.
Yeah.
And
So mine's, I think I remember it being like a ball, and you just slowly keep adding in the flour. But when I made it, it was in a church kitchen, so it had a big stainless steel countertop that we could make our own little wells on, and it was a lot easier to be mess free.
so I did read the instructions before I washed the noodle maker, pasta maker. And then it said don't wash it, so I got it as dry as I could.
I
And
figured everything needs to be washed at least once.
First round of pasta may be a little weird. And not just because I washed the pasta maker, but maybe because this is my first time to make pasta.
Maybe. We'll see. But you got your flour incorporated really well.
So I'm just kneading this.
We're making spaghetti noodles.
This pasta machine makes fettuccine or spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
So I
we
figured
could make both.
Yeah. The directions said this pasta will last about 2 weeks. Now, pasta I get from the store, I have like at least a year old. So I'm not sure why this.
Oh, like it doesn't stay?
Yeah, it's supposed to. I don't know if it gets rancid or old, but if you dry it out, why doesn't it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find out.
We made ours like fresh after we made it, then we put it right in with our chicken
Water.
noodle. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try some for sure.
Yeah. Gotta taste your.
And this recipe said no salt at all,
Oh.
so it does not have any salt.
Mine's kind of crumblier than yours, but. You got a dough knife to cut it?
I did. I got myself a dough knife. Not for just this, for bread making. I'm gonna scoop these little dry pieces over.
Mine's probably done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I quit adding those dry flakes.
It just kept on crumbling.
It doesn't look very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little flour. We have one rolling pin, so we'll have to share.
That's okay. like small you have to get it before you can actually feed it through.
And also it fits in this tiny little hole here. It does say, but I don't measure in millimeters. So it's already set at 7, which is what you're supposed to start at, which is 3 millimeters.
Wash my hands real quick.
Let's see if this will fit. I don't know.
Kind of like Play-Doh.
It's fitting. I'm gonna tighten it down to the table. I thought I had it tight enough, but evidently not.
Did it try to escape?
Yes. Either that or I don't have it right.
Whoa.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a better mounting system for sure.
Working.
Yeah.
So then you
Okay, everybody. We have learned a lot off camera because we were struggling when we first started using our machine, and we learned about the length of the pasta dough. We were letting it get too long, and then it was really hard to manage. So this is what we've learned. We like number 7, which is the thickest thickness.
yeah.
Thickness.
Thickness setting.
We went down to 5, and it was like an angel hair pasta for the spaghetti setting, and our taste, we just like it a little thicker, where you get more mouthfeel with your noodle, your pasta. So,
Can it see the?
yeah, good enough. Yeah. Okay. Here, let me put y'all down a little bit so you can see better. Okay. So this is manageable. Oh, wrong thing. Oops. Manageable, one person at a time, but it sure is easier to have a partner here and a friend and family member to, as this gets longer, makes it more manageable. So we've just been running this about, what,
3, maybe 4 times.
yeah.
Should we cut it?
Let's go on. And then we've learned that this just makes it less manageable, and we don't like pasta that long anyway.
Cut it.
Keely's favorite is the fettuccine.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it turns out the prettiest. The spaghetti looks a little funky, but it is. We did taste some. We'll show you here in a minute. Because we wanted to see how it cooked up.
See? It just comes out perfect, and then we lay it on our drying rack.
I'm going to turn y'all so you can see.
And they spread out really easy compared to the spaghetti.
So this is a clothes drying rack. I did not have a clothes dryer for about 10 years when I lived in Texas by choice. Didn't need one. It's so dry down there where we lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that your clothes dried in about an hour. Almost quicker than a clothes dryer. And I would just hang them on hangers. Take the bunch of hangers and throw them in the closet when the stuff is dry, and I use these things for underwears and socks and little things. So Keely's gonna go do some more fettuccine. We had to kick the dog out.
Yes, Eddie thinks we're hanging it for him.
Yes, every time we drop one or it's right at his size towards the bottom, he say thank you very much.
I don't think he did. I think he just took it.
So I think that was a 5-pound bag of flour that we used, and I think we agreed that we were gonna, because I am trying to get rid of eggs, just go ahead and make up 3 more batches of this now that we've got a good hang of it and know what we're doing. I was getting a little frustrated when off camera because it was just awkward and.
Well, the clamp wasn't clamping.
Oh yeah, we had troubles with the clamp. That's why we moved into the kitchen. And that's probably.
Yeah. And then we'll cut this in half. Do you want some spaghetti noodles?
Yeah, let's try to. So here's some spaghetti that we cooked up. This is it cooked. They stick together when they come out of the roller, but then when you cook them, they separate pretty easily. And they're quite tasty.
They really are. I'm the hardest food.
Yeah, she's
person
super
in this
picky.
Family. Here, will you feed it in? Oh dear.
No, I'm eating.
Watch your fingers.
Let it go in enough.
Is it too thick for the spaghetti?
Do you need to go the other way? I don't know.
I don't think so.
If we don't, the spaghetti setting on this thing is not our favorite.
Let's just do fettuccine. Fettuccine is our go-to. I think either would work. It's also learning to be comfortable with the machine since it's kind of new to both of us.
I was telling Keely earlier, I don't know, probably not the best machine you can get for pasta.
But it's doing its job. You just have to figure out its little...
So this is how the spaghetti, dropping spaghetti. This is how the spaghetti comes out, and we've decided it was too tedious trying to separate these. So that's why that in the plate behind me over here, we just left it like this and then cooked it to see what it would do, and they cooked up decently, yeah.
Like a plate of spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
It took a second for it to separate, but then it did.
So fettuccine.
Fettuccine is the winner.
Winner chicken dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we're gonna do...
Okay, guys, thank you for coming along on our pasta and mayonnaise adventures today. I want to thank you for coming here, being here with us, and please like and subscribe. Any comments, please leave them down below, and how we can make this process even better. Then, we're just learning and making this process better. So thank you so much, and we will see you again next time. Bye.